Hello, my friends. We are here for our World Card Making Day kickoff party, and I'm going to tell you the whole lay of the land, what's going to happen over the next 4 days. But I'll give it a couple minutes to see if anyone's able to join in live. And if you are joining in, hooray, welcome. Make sure that you comment so that I know that you're here. And it's a whole lot more fun if I am talking to real people. So it just really encourages me when you comment and let me know you're there and tell me, so like we can have a conversation. So I would love to be able to have conversation with you while we kick off this party. So stamping parties are a little different from maybe other parties that you're used to, because in stamping parties, we are allowed to be silly, we're allowed to make silly comments, and we can get really excited about rhinestones or a particular color or anything like that. Okay, so we're allowed to get excited about stuff like that. And it's a little different from real parties because I won't be serving you any beverages or snacks because this is an online party. But I give you absolute permission if you want to run to your cupboard now and grab a beer or, well, I don't know, what would you want to drink at your party? I mean, me personally, I would drink grape pop if I had some. So you can grab a drink, grab a snack, and then we'll just enjoy our time together. Oh, good. We have some people hopping on. I think there's a delay. It took a while for those comments to come popping through. Okay, so keep commenting, and I am going to dive right in. Oh, Philippa, you are on live. That's exciting. Often you get to watch the replay, but it's kind of fun to have you on live. So if you're watching the replay, that's totally fine too. Hopefully technology doesn't fail us and this gets saved on the Facebook group. So everything will be able to be seen later for people who aren't able to tune in live. Hi, Laura. Yay. Okay, so let me give you the rundown of the plans that are in my head for the party. Okay, and as usual, the plans may change as things go along, but this is kind of the plan, and we'll go from there. So my plan is that we'll kick off the party today, and what we'll do today is I'll go over the agenda over the next 4 days so you know what to expect. And then I will share some of the specials going on, special party perks that are going on. And what I'm going to do, I have a feeling I'm always like this. If I forget to mention anything, I will post it as a post in the group afterwards. So if I forget to mention something or whatever, but I'll try to remember what I can. I should have written down notes, but I was busy today. My daughter got her cast off, by the way. Today was like an exciting day because it was really busy at the hospital today. It's the busiest I've ever seen it. So we actually couldn't even wait in the waiting room. We had to go out into the hallway. There were so many people and trying to social distance and everything. Anyway, that's why I was busy this morning. So I didn't have everything all written down, but it's all in here. Okay, so let me tell you the agenda. So today we'll kick it off. I'll share some announcements. I'll do some stamping with you. So I'm going to stamp 2 projects to kick it off today. And then tomorrow, Friday, starting at 7 p.m. in the evening, I thought I'd do an evening thing tomorrow, is I will do some mystery stamping. So what that is, so today is kicking off the party. There'll be some special shopping perks for today. I'll talk about that later. And then tomorrow, we are going to have mystery stamping game. Okay, so if you've never done mystery stamping before, it's super fun. And I will post the information about that tomorrow so that you'll know kind of what to get ready. What mystery stamping is I give instructions one at a time, kind of giving clues along the way, and you stamp along at home on your own time with your own supplies, following the little mystery clues. And then at the end, we show our final creation together, and then the mystery is solved. So last time I did it, it was really fun. And so I thought it would be fun to do for World Card Making Day. So World Card Making Day is actually on the Saturday. So today we've got stamping, announcements, party perk info, kickoff, and then tomorrow in the evening will be the mystery stamping. Saturday, I'm going to have a show and share contest where people can, post what they've been stamping and all that sort of thing, and anybody who posts will be entered into a drawing for a prize. So I won't be on live on Saturday at all. I will hop on Friday before mystery stamping, but Saturday I will not, because I will be busy with my Team Stick stampers all day on Saturday. Saturday is the official World Card Making Day event, actual day, I guess. So all day Saturday, I've got things going on with the Team Stick girls. So those of you who are watching that are on Team Stick, you know what's happening. We have our special guest stampers, and but I won't be coming on live here on Saturday because I'll be busy with the Team Stick girls. And then Sunday, I don't have the time yet. It'll probably be a little later in the afternoon, maybe around 3 p.m. or so, but that is to be confirmed. I will do a finale Facebook Live with another 2 projects and final reminders before the party closes on Sunday night. Okay, so that is generally the lineup. I wanted to do something special because, World Card Making Day only comes around once a year. So I don't even know if I've ever done a World Card Making event before, but I thought, what better time than a global pandemic to do something fun that I've never done before. And I think we're all looking for ways to connect and to, enjoy something together. So I'm hoping that my demonstrations will inspire you, and you're welcome. Look, I haven't even done anything yet. And Jen is like, what a cool party. Thank you. So I love it. Thank you so much for being so encouraging. It keeps me going. It keeps me excited, and it keeps me wanting to share stamping with you guys. So if you saw my post earlier, just probably about 15 minutes before I went live, I put a little info about myself, and I would love to hear more about you guys. So go ahead and post in that thread just to tell me a little bit more about you. I think it makes it more fun, so that we can really feel like we're in a party together, sipping our drinks and nibbling our snacks and having small talk, so we can share and get to know each other in that post. Okay, so why don't we get started? I will flip my camera around and share a few announcements with you. Okay, great, let's do it. I was like, have I forgotten anything? Probably. I'll already tell you something about myself is I'm always forgetting things. I'm always have a lot of things in my mind, so all good things, all happy things, but sometimes that means I forget things here and there. So please forgive me. I am not a polished movie star or a polished actress or a polished stamper, but I do love what I do, and I love sharing it with you. So thank you for your umbrella of mercy for any mistakes and your just kind comments and fun vibes. So hello, Denny. Good to see you. Oh, this is great. We are connecting. Okay, let me flip this over. Remember the time when I picked up my phone and I accidentally hit finish and the phone dropped and everything? So anyway, I always feel like it's a win if I don't accidentally cut off the video. Okay, great. Let me turn off this light. Okay, so a few announcements before I dive into the stamping. One announcement is that Stampin' Up! Has announced a sale starting in October. We do like sales. Hi, Maureen. And this sale is a paper sale. So all these Designer Series papers, you can see them all here, are all on sale for 15% off. So you can buy 1 pack, you can buy 3 packs, buy 5 packs, whatever you want. Okay, and maybe I'll put this here. I forgot to jot down. I think you're all familiar. If you want to browse the other products, because you may want 1 pack of the paper, but you might want some other things as well. then the best place to look for the whole line of products is my website. So you can go to genevieve.stampinup.net. Okay, stampinup.net. So I know on Facebook, there might be people that I've met in person, or some of you I've never met in person. Some of you might be brand new to stamping. Some of you might be like experts. So you are all welcome. I want you to all feel welcome and included. So another announcement, you can, so if you want to shop, you can just go to genevieve.stampinup.net and click the shop button. But also at this website, you can go to here and click the events button. So today, if you're interested in any of my October events, today is the final registration day. Last call, folks. So let me show you a couple of sneak peeks of classes in October. So that you don't miss out if you're interested. So we have, let's see, all the buckets are being cut here. There we go. They're still here. They're still on my table. I went over to my shelf. Okay, this is just to remind you about Boo Bingo. I don't think we're making this at Boo Bingo. I don't think I'm giving this to you at Boo Bingo because it is too strange a shape to ship. But since it's Halloween, I think I put it there to remind me to tell you about Boo Stamping Bingo, where we'll make 3 projects, play a few rounds of bingo for some fun stamping prizes. This one is a reminder to sign up for my technique class. We'll be doing some split circle techniques. So here's a little sneak peek of one of the cards, and technique class is the 3rd Monday of the month, but today is the deadline to register for that. And then here's some sneak peeks of the Sweet and Simple card class. This is my most economical class, so if you've never tried one of my classes before and want to give it a try, then you can sign up for Sweet and Simple. You actually get to make 4 cards, all the supplies provided for you, and you can try it out. It's only $25, and you get a whole spool of this gorgeous gingham ribbon. Okay, and I die cut everything for you. So the only thing that you would need that's not included is stamps and ink. But if you've never stamped before, still reach out to me and say, I'm interested in the Sweet and Simple, but I don't have any stamps and ink, and I'll see what I can do with you to kind of give you something so that you can manage. But even if you don't have that, all the die cut pieces and ribbon and everything, you can still create some lovely cards. So that's the Sweet and Simple. I showed you technique, Boo, Bingo. I guess that's mostly it for now. So just a reminder, to register, you can go to genevieve.stampinup.net and click the events button. Okay, so I told you about the paper sale. I told you about upcoming classes. Okay, so let me tell you how I'm organizing the party. I gave you a little bit of the agenda. But what I wanted to do was show you some products and do some stamping for you. So in the Stampin' Up world, Stampin' Up kind of taught us this, that there's people that are like beginner stampers. Some people could be like casual stampers, and some are like avid stampers. So when I was thinking about preparing for this party, I thought, well, I don't want to do all avid projects because some people who are newer might feel a bit overwhelmed, right? But I don't want to not have any avid projects because some of you are wanting to see something different. So that's why I thought that was part of the reason why it's spanning over so many days. So today I'm going to do something that's great for beginners and for casual. And then on Sunday in the finale, we are going to do another casual and then an avid, project. So hopefully that makes sense. And then party perks. Okay, so I'll just mention them as I go along. Maybe I should write it down. I don't know. Okay, maybe I should. Okay, all orders will be entered into a drawing, okay? And you'll get a whole package of Whisper White cardstock, okay? Because that is a basic, it's about a $15 value, okay? So all orders will enter into a drawing. So for every $20 in orders, each $20 equals 1 ticket, okay, into that drawing. Okay, so, but if your order is $60 or more, you'll get 4 make and take projects. Okay, and those make and takes are the ones that I am going to be showing you today. Plus, okay, so it's extra bonus, plus any other October, if you shop online, it'll be October online ordering special, which I haven't decided what it is yet, okay? But if you don't order online, you still want to take advantage of the party, I'll still give you these 4 make and take projects. But if you order online, you'll get my October online ordering special, which I'll be announcing on Tuesday, on my regular Tuesday at 2. Okay, so those are the party perks. Oh, and there's a door prize form. Okay, guys, fill out the door prize form. Door prize form. The link is in the Facebook group. Okay, so in the Facebook group under announcements, I put the door prize form, okay, and I've got a prize for that as well. Okay, so let's start off. Even though I'm starting off with products and stamping that I think would be great for beginner stampers, trust me, I'm not a beginner stamper, but I still love it. So hopefully you will still find excitement out of it as well. So with beginner stampers, if you've never stamped before or haven't in a really long time, and budget might be an issue, I always encourage an all-inclusive style kit. So this is one that I want to point out. It is called the Joy of Sharing Card Kit. And I know I shared this in a previous Facebook party, but I think it's worth sharing again so that you can see how easy it is to create from here. Because Stampin' Up! Gives you all the pieces. So see, the card bases are already here, all cut and scored for you. Gorgeous color on the front. They even give you the gold foil die cut piece here, which you can just pop out. Okay. Now, for those of you who are more avid stampers and think, oh, I don't really need a kit, tell me if there's ever been a time where you feel like crafting, but you don't feel like spending 3 hours, right? Have you ever had that feeling? Because I have that feeling. And so this is where a kit can come in really handy. So if you're more of a beginner stamper, you would probably follow the little instructions exactly. If you're a little more casual or avid, you could take these pieces and do something totally different with it. But let me show you how stamping works. That in these all-inclusive kits, there is a stamp set, okay? And so you can actually take the stamp set, you peel it off, you put it onto the block, and the block is included too. So this is what I mean, that it's cost effective because you don't have to worry about finding a whole bunch of different pieces. Everything's in there. So this is a great way to get a bunch of Christmas cards done and get your happy stamping experience without investing a whole lot of, a whole lot of money or a whole, or even, it's not even sometimes the money, it's the thinking, right? I don't know whether you can, what I'm talking about, but sometimes it's just thinking about like, what do I need to get? I don't want to forget something I might need. And that's why these all-inclusive kits are so perfect. Oh, see, great. I know that Jen and Rebecca are very experienced stampers, and they love kits too. So, see, all the little pieces are like kind of die cut, so you can take it out and die, just pop them out. Okay, so this is even something you could do while watching TV with your family or anything like that. And it comes with like a little ink. So, hi Shirley. So it comes with a little ink and it tells you the color right on here, Mossy Meadow. Now I'm not going to open it just because sometimes I like to give them away as little prizes. Since I have a Mossy Meadow full-size ink pad, I am going to use that. And so that's one of the really trademark things about Stampin' Up! Is that they are very well known and appreciated for their color coordination. So this is Mossy Meadow ink to coordinate with the Mossy Meadow paper that they've included in the kit. Okay, so then we're going to stamp. So I'm using the block that comes in the kit, which is great if you're new to stamping and you don't want to kind of invest too much in the beginning, then this is perfect. Okay, so it just stamps for you, and then you can glue everything you want on. Okay, so but if you're ready to do a little more stamping, the first thing I would do is probably upgrade your block to one of our higher quality blocks that are easier to hold. They've got a really sturdy ledge, and it's just better. But to help keep the kit cost down, that's why these are sort of like a beginner starter block. Okay, let me put that away and I can assemble this card. And those of you who are new to stamping or have never stamped before, I saw some people invited some friends to the group. Now, of course, this is the secret, right? That I'm going to give this Christmas card to somebody and they're going to feel so touched that I made it. And it appears that I spent many hours making it because, you know, how could something so beautiful be made? But that's like a secret because the kit was all die cut. Sorry, my glue is... Sometimes there's like a little plug in there. Okay. And, but it really doesn't take that long at all. So, because the kit is already cut and ready for you. So, but of course you don't tell them that secret, right? It's like when you bake with a mix, you don't have to say, oh, it's Betty Crocker. you just smile graciously and you say, I'm so glad you enjoyed it. That's what you're supposed to say. Does anyone else have that experience? Okay. But you see, if you are more creative or you want to try some different things, you could absolutely take these pieces and put them in a different way, use them in a different way, and ta-da, you'll have a different kind of card. But when I have a kit, I often like to start by following the instructions and then I can decide afterwards. Okay, so we can kind of pop that in here. So it does come with these dimensionals. Okay, so we can use those and pop things up here. So true, so true. We don't have to tell anybody our secret. We can just let them enjoy, because that's the purpose. It's like a double blessing. We get the blessing of the fun of making things, and we get the blessing of seeing someone else enjoy receiving it. I don't know whether I want this to go above or below. It doesn't really matter. I don't really want to cover this up. Okay. There we go. Okay, so you can change it up as you wish, but that is our first project for our party today. Just to remind you that there are wonderful kits that you can enjoy over the holidays or to get ready for the holidays. And plus, during that busy time of year, you sometimes might be busy doing other things too. So this allows you to still give the handmade touch without exerting a whole lot of energy or thought. And you get all these beautiful elements. Okay, so that can be found on my website, genevieve.stampinup.net. Just go to the kits category and you will find it. It is called the Joy of Sharing card kit. And what's fun about it is if you don't want to, you could do half and half, right? Like it's perfectly sized to put a photograph as well. So you could put a photograph or you could put just the words. Yeah, you would never know that it only took just a couple of minutes to make. And then let me show you, it even includes the envelopes so that you can see these fantastically sized envelopes. They're just perfect size for the card. And then if you want, you can even take the stamp and stamp the envelope. So the thing is, when you're done with the kit, you'll always have the stamp set to use. Again, sorry, I can't use that beginner block. I am so used to our high quality blocks. Okay, so, okay, my ink pad needs to be juiced up a bit, but you get the idea. Okay, so you could stamp your envelope as well. I don't know if I'm stamping off the camera. I think my camera is like positioned differently today. I'm going to move this up so there's more of a chance that you can see what's going on here. Okay. Okay, so let's put this away. You guys tell me if something's not right. Oh, let me put this away. If I don't put my stuff away right away, it's guaranteed to get lost. Hey, if you guys watched my video on Tuesday and I was like, where is my adhesive? Where is my adhesive? I was right here, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, where did it go? I saw that my son took it. He was helping me and he took it to the other side, like the other side of the craft room. So it wasn't me. It was right here. I did not move it. He moved it. So that explains that. Okay, and just a quick show and tell. I'm not going to stamp this one, but a quick show and tell of this project kit. So this is the Tag Buffet project kit, and it just makes a bunch of beautiful tags. Here's a little sampling for you. This one is not an all-inclusive kit, so you'd have to buy the ink and stamp set separately. But those of you who already have some ink and stamps, that gives you the freedom to just buy the pieces of the kit and use them in different ways. And of course, they're great for tags, but you could certainly make that into like a, what are they called? Like a wine ornament. If you were giving a gift of wine, you could just tie this in a loop and put it around the neck of the bottle or something like that. You could put this on a card base and turn it into a card. So just because it's a tag kit doesn't mean it's only tags. Okay, so I wanted to show you that, but this is the coordinating stamp set for that. So you can buy it separately, or you cannot buy it and just like you can buy them separately, or you could buy both. It's totally up to you. I love that it comes in this cute little box though. So you could make up the tags and give it as a gift in the box. Isn't that a good idea? Haha, that's a good gift idea too. Okay, let's move on. So for beginners, kits are good, but maybe you don't want a kit. And so when I talk about stamping, if you're a beginner stamper, the little acronym I encourage you to remember is SIP, S-I-P, take a sip. And that stands for stamps, ink, and paper. So why don't we start with our first project that is going to be a SIP project, a stamps, ink, and paper project. Sort of, and you'll see what I mean by sort of. And just a reminder, this project that I'm showing, I am happy to mail you all the pre-cut card pieces so that you can create it as well, just simply by placing a minimum $60 order with me during this party. Okay, so by Sunday night, if you are able to place an order with me, $60 or more, you will get the pieces of the 4 cards that I'll be showing during the party. Now, I do have an early bird special, so if you are able to place your order, any size order, by the end of tomorrow, then I will throw in an extra gift, which will be a ribbon of your choice, either this one, which I'm going to use on this project, in case you can't tell, because I love Matchy Matchy. Seaside Spray is gorgeous, but I just thought some of you might not be in love with Seaside Spray as much as I am in love with Seaside Spray. So you could also choose the white ribbon, which would match with anything. Okay, so any orders placed, sorry, your $60 order is, if you place it before tomorrow night as an early bird special, then I will give you a spool of ribbon of your choice. Okay. Okay, so that's the early bird special. Okay, so let's get started with this card. Okay, so this is a piece of Seaside Spray cardstock. It is cut at the 4 1/4 mark. Oh no, I keep freezing. I'm going to keep going. I don't know whether my son is streaming something upstairs, but I hope it will be okay. So I am going to fold this on here. Technology kind of freaks me out, but I'm not going to stop because hopefully it will just be a transient thing that I will come back. Okay, so there we go. That is our card base. And then don't forget, or if you just tuned in, there is a Designer Series paper sale going on. So this paper that I'm using, I believe it's called Trimming the Town. It is 15% off right now. So I just love it, how a little bit of Designer Series paper can jazz up the project. So if you want to take advantage of the sale, it's a great opportunity. So here we go. I'm using, this is 3 inches by 5.5 inches, and I'm just going to mount it on a little piece of the basic black cardstock. See, and here is my friend, the Seal Plus, which was missing before, but has been found and returned to where he should be. Okay, and I'm just gonna put that here. So the black is 3 1/4 inches by 5.5 inches. Okay, so, and it will go on here just like that. Okay, so the stamp set that I thought I would use today is the one that, it's one that I've been dying to use. I bought it and then it's been sitting in a box waiting for me to take it out. So I'm going to be using the Gnome for the Holiday stamp set. Some of you may already own this stamp set. Some of you still haven't purchased it. But for the make and takes that I'll be giving out, this is the stamp set that I'll be using, just because it's so stinking cute. And I love it that it's got images and words. I always feel like that's a little selling feature when it's got both. It's like 2 for 1. Images and words. Okay, so let's take our little pieces of paper here. Okay, and I'm going to use this guy. So here's our stamps. Remember I said take a sip. So stamps, paper. Okay, so now we need ink. So I'm going to use, not this guy. Go back in here. I'm going to use the one with the snowflakes on his hat. Okay, and so basically all I did was I just cut this with a straight trimmer. You love gnomes? Oh, well, then this is the set for you. Okay, so the Memento black ink. Oh, I have so many of them. I already have one out on the table. So let's use that one. So stamps, and here we go, ink and paper. Okay. I'm going to put him a little more near the top. So again, I'm sure many of you will find it convenient to have pieces pre-cut for you. And I am happy to do that and pre-cut these pieces for you when you place an order as a part of this party. I'll give you the make and takes for this. See, Stampin' Up! Stamps are so good. Unfortunately, we're not in person, so I can't really pass the stamp around for you to see, but maybe you can just see here how deeply etched the image is in the rubber. And that makes a big difference on the quality of the finished stamped project. And also you'll notice that the rubber is trimmed to the image. That also helps to give you a nice, clean, crisp image. Stampin' Up! Stamps are manufactured by them themselves. So that's why the quality is so great, because they're not outsourcing their production of their #1 product, their stamps. They are in control of the production themselves, which is fantastic. Okay, so we've done stamps, and we're using the Gnome for the holidays. Ink, we've used the black ink, and paper. So let's finish this off. Although I can't resist, I do want to add a tiny bit of color to his hat. So I think this is also a form of ink as well. This is a Stampin' Blends marker. I'm using the Seaside Spray to coordinate with the cardstock. This is the Seaside Spray Light. There's also, do I have it? I don't even know if I have it. There's a Seaside Spray Dark but I might not have it. So we're just going to use the light for now. Oh no, I do have it. I don't know which I like better. Let's start with the light. And the great thing about the blends markers is that they are super, super easy to use. They give a smooth, finished coloring effect. Okay, so the color you're adding doesn't look blotchy. It doesn't look like, with water-based markers, you can get a streaky effect, but you don't get that with the blends. Let me hold it up. I literally kind of just went in a circular motion and colored it in, and it looks like it belongs there, doesn't it? And then if I wanted to, I could add a little bit of extra darkness in certain spots, but I'm not very good at figuring out where's the right spots to put that extra shading. Okay, but I just did that to show you that you can. Okay, and that's why they're called blends, because the color can kind of blend together. Okay, isn't he cute? So I won't do any more because this is my beginner card, and my whole purpose is I want those of you who haven't stamped in a while, or maybe consider yourself beginner stampers, to know it doesn't have to be overwhelming. Stamps, ink, and paper. Okay, so I'm not using a million different stamp sets. I'm sticking with this Gnome for the holidays, and I'm gonna stamp a little sentiment onto the little strip that I've cut here. I believe this is 1/2 inch by, I don't know, 2.5 inches, something like that. Okay, see? I know the gnomes are so cute. Sometimes less is more too, right? Like there's so much you could do with these gnomes, but for this card, I'm keeping it sweet and simple, so none of you should feel overwhelmed, even if you've never stamped before. Hopefully you can see why I love stamping and how magical it is. Okay, so these little bits that I'm putting on are called dimensionals. They just add a little lift. So I'm going to put that on the back. Okay, and then we'll pop that on and finish up our card there. Maybe I should put more dimensionals and give it a little more pop. Okay, what do you guys think? So quick, so easy. This is a great card for those of you that would consider yourself a beginner stamper. And I would love to send you the pieces for this. And so if you decide to place an order, if you're a beginner stamper and you might need help with your order, make sure to reach out to me. Just message me on Facebook or text me or whatever, and I will help you with your order. I'm glad you think it's cute. So, and then this way you can actually practice stamping. So look at how cute he is and how easy it is to make. So I can't resist. I do have to use some, I guess, you know, this is taking it up a level because I'm using an embellishment, but this Seaside Spray ribbon, which I'm giving away free to all $60 or more orders that are placed by tomorrow night as an early bird special. I just love it. It's got a tiny bit of shine in it. I don't know if you can see the shine, but it just makes me happy, so I have to add it to this card. But if you do qualify for the party bonus of getting the make and takes, the ribbon for this card will be included in the envelope as well. Okay, so if you don't manage to get in for the early bird special, you'll still get a little bit just for this card. But if you want a whole spool, make sure to place your order by tomorrow night. Okay, see, we could put it there, or we could put it here. Oh, I love stamping. I love stamping. Okay, where's my glue dots? Oh, here we go again. Story of my life. Can't find what I need. Okay. Yes, okay, Allison's giving me the go-ahead. She's like, yes, add the ribbon. Okay, I'm going to do it. Question is, I don't know, do I want it here? Do I want it here? Oh, so much choice. I'll just put it there. I had to make a commitment. Okay, so I hope you love him. Hi, Leslie. I'm glad you were able to join in. I was just showing off these little gnomes. and how you don't have to be an expert to create this card. Okay, and I'd love to send the make and take packs to you guys. So that's number 1 of the 4 make and take projects that are included as part of the party perks. Okay, let's do number 2. Are you guys ready? So I'm moving up now. I kind of showed something great for beginning stampers. Let's do something that's great for casual stampers. So I'm going to stick with this fun gnome for the holiday set, just because if you want to put it into your order, then you'll know you can use it for all 4 of the make and take projects I'm throwing in as part of the party. So I did try to pre-cut them. Haha, don't fall over and faint, those of you that know me, that I actually kind of prepped ahead of time. Well, I do always prep ahead of time, but sometimes I'm more prepped than others. Okay, so the cardstock that I'm using here is a gray granite color. And this is, more DSP that's on sale at 15% off. So this is, even though I'm doing a Christmas card actually, this is the Peony, what's it called? Peony Garden Designer Series paper. Okay, but you'll notice in many of these papers, like see this Magic in the Night? Oh, we need you. Okay, the Magic in the Night paper, you think, oh, I don't need more Halloween paper. But it's always double-sided. So the other side might speak to you for a different kind of project. Okay, so that's what happened with this peony paper. I was actually looking for something that had some gray granite, and the Peony Garden came to the rescue. So let's stick that on. Okay. Whoa, CO+, you are so smooth. Okay, let's put that down. Now, don't hesitate to ask me if you're watching, if you have any questions. If I can't see it right now, I can always answer it later. Okay, so this piece here is 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches in Whisper White. And don't forget that all orders will be entered to win a whole package of Whisper White cardstock. So that's a little bonus there, just as a part of this party. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I created like a little mask here. So basically all I did is I took a piece of cardstock that was the same width, and I basically cut randomly a little scene, a little snow mountain kind of thing. Okay, I basically cut that. I didn't have a template. I didn't have any, I freehand cut our little snow mountain. And then I'm just going to put it on top to kind of create like a little mask. We call it masking. Okay, so we've moved up. So because once you've done the beginner stamper experience and you've done some beginner stamper, maybe kits and things like that, you might be ready to try some different techniques and try some different effects. So that's why we've moved on to the casual stamper. So I lost my sponge. You just grab maybe I put it back. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine if I cleaned up after myself? Okay, I think I did put it back. Is it here? No, you're not here. I didn't put you away. I'm looking for the blue color. Okay, oh, it's right here. Right in front of me. Okay, see, I thought that was surprising that I would tidy up and put it away. Okay. So I'm going to be using the Balmy Blue ink pad, and I'm going to do some sponging. Okay, so sometimes I kind of dab off the first intense color, and then I come in and I go in a circular motion, okay, to kind of create that snowy effect that we're going for. Okay, so the blue part is actually the sky. It's kind of like the sky. I think I want it a little darker in the middle. Okay, but then what we can do is kind of let it go lighter up above. And I'm just going in a circular motion rather than kind of like dab, 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 because I feel like you get funny, like dotty marks. So I'm going more circular. And then I'm letting it go lighter near the top. Okay, so that's kind of our sky effect. See, and then I remove this, and so then this is like the snow, and this is like the sky, the background. I know I'm talking like I know what I'm talking about, but I don't really. I'm not an art major or anything, so I could have the perspective all wrong here, those of you that are truly artistic. But what I'm kind of going for is like there's some snow kind of on the ground, and then there's some sky in the background. Okay? And it was such an easy effect to create with just a little sponge. Okay, Stampin' Up! Sells the sponges, and I just cut them into little triangles. And I just kind of put a color on the end so that I kind of know what color we're going for there. Okay, and then let's stamp our little gnomes. So let's use our Whisper White. And I don't think I'm going to use this guy this time because there's so many other cute gnomes in here. I'm going to use maybe this one and this one. So let's put him away. So for those of you that are unfamiliar how to clean your stamps, sometimes that's a good question. This is the simplest way, is this chamois. Stampin' Up! Sells a little chamois, but for deeper cleaning, I would use the Stampin' Scrub and Mist, which is also available at my online store. You can just browse and check it out there. It has all the little details. So I'm going to put this guy back, and I'm going to go for these guys. Oh, I'm glad you think it looks good. Okay, so I think I'm going to need this one. You're a friend like no mother. I love it when a set has words and images together. Okay, so let's move this out of the way, and we can mount our stamps up. Okay, so when you get a stamp set for the first time, you will need a block, but after that, you can just slowly collect a few different sizes of blocks. I do find it helps a lot if you kind of have a variety of sizes, because then you're not holding one huge gigantic block for a little tiny stamp, and it makes it, you tend to make more mistakes that way, like more ink will end up on the block and it might accidentally get on the paper, so it's better to choose a block that is closer in size to the stamp. Okay, so let's stamp our little guys, and again we're using that black Memento ink. Okay, so let's start with him, and then we'll do, I think it's a her. Yeah, she's wearing a dress, so. Okay, see our little gnomes? Aren't they so cute? Okay, so sometimes with the black ink, before we start coloring away with our blends markers, which is my favorite coloring method of choice, I just like to dry it a little bit. You can actually even, for those of you who have a heat tool, you can just do a quick air dry there. So it just helps it to be a little dry before you start going with the blends markers. Okay, so let's grab the colors that we're going to use. I decided to use a cherry cobbler blends markers. Now the blends markers are sold in combos. So you will, if you order the cherry cobbler blends, you'll get a cherry cobbler light and you'll get a cherry cobbler dark. So just like I did with the Seaside Spray, you can use the dark to kind of highlight things and just add a little more dimension. Okay, so again, I tend to go in a circular motion. Okay, but it's smooth. These blends markers are so smooth. So great to use, so satisfying. So for those of you who have never tried one, the cost is $12. So they're $6 each, but you can't buy them individually. So it's $12 for two, a dark and a light shade. And a dark and a light shade. And yeah, I would highly suggest that you give it a try. Okay, it's a great thing to get a few blends colors. So now by all means, you don't have to get all the colors, because sometimes you can get away with, you know, for example, the mossy meadow and the old olive. You don't always have to get both right away. Eventually you'll probably want to, just to have better color matching, but when you're just starting, it's not necessary. Okay, so I'm making his little gown, Are you on the, am I on the camera? Yeah, I am. Okay. Yeah, so the blends markers are a great investment if you buy, if you do buy outline stamps. Okay, so there's different kinds of stamps, and the style that we're using today, they're called outline stamps because it stamps the outline. So if you're buying an outline stamp, I would highly recommend getting the black ink. Okay, because that gives the definition and outlines the stamp, but then you'll need something like the blends or some watercolor pencils or something like that to add the color. Whereas if you are getting a solid stamp, okay, then you will need to get different ink colors. Like, for example, there's, you know, some flower sets. So you wouldn't want all your flowers to be black flowers if it's not an outline stamp, okay? You would need to maybe get some pink or red ink or something like that. Okay, so we're making a little red and green gnome here, sorry. So I forgot to mention our blends have a brush tip and a blunt tip, kind of like a, I don't know what the right word is, but that way when you're doing smaller areas, you can use the more pointy tip instead of the brush tip. Okay, and to do the gnome's face, I'm using light petal pink, okay, to just give a little color to the face and his hands. Okay. Look at, so cute. Okay, let's do our little lady over here. So I like to just stick with the same colors. So this is a light mossy meadow. So I'm gonna do the Christmas tree. Okay. And I'm sure you have some friends. Can you think of some friends now that would love to receive cards made with the gnome set? Sometimes there's a myth or a stereotype that cutesy cards can only be for children, but I tell you that is not true. I personally would love to receive, I loved receiving cutesy cards. Maybe I'm like a kid at heart, but I don't think so. I think cute cards like this just make people smile, and why not? Why wouldn't we want to make people smile? Okay, so I'm just sticking with the same colors because I think it helps bring everything together. Okay, I'm checking here and there if there's any questions or comments. So how many of you have tried the blends markers before? And what do you think of them? Because they are my go-to coloring tool. I am way more likely to pull out these blends markers than I am watercolor pencils, although they have their place, of course. But the blends markers are my #1 coloring strategy. Okay. Okay. Oh, I must have missed an exciting comment. I just saw Judy saying that's exciting, but I don't know what that excitement was about. You might have to repeat it. I can go back and look. Okay. What color shoes should she have? Should we give her green shoes too to match? Green feet? Do little gnomes wear green shoes? Okay. They are the best. They are the best. Okay, so then we're going to I'm going to color her the same way with the light petal pink. I'm going to do her face just to add, just so it's not quite so stark white there. And then I will do the star and her hair. She'll be a blondie gnome. Oh, so satisfying. She's coming together. Oh, I forgot to do her hands. So I find coloring very therapeutic too. And then let's do her apron in the Seaside Spray. Why not, right? Yeah, in the light Seaside Spray. Just to kind of add a pop of a different color there, so not everything is red and green. We can add a little bit of color. Okay, I'm not going to fuss over it because this is handmade. We are not going to worry about it. There you go. Aren't they so cute? Oh, Karen has sets of blends coming in your new demonstrator kit. Yay. Yes, there's so many nice shades. So if you're thinking about what to order to take advantage of my party perks, then blends are a great option. Okay, so this is something I very rarely do, so you should call, I don't know who you would call Ripley's Believe It or Not or something, because I am going to cut out, because I don't think there are dies that coordinate with these gnomes. So I'm going to fussy cut them out, and that's how you know that I am truly in love with these gnomes, because I am going through the effort of fussy cutting them out. So I'm using our little paper snips, which are fantastic. The key is short, sharp scissors will help with fussy cutting. The other tip with fussy cutting is that you are kind of moving the paper around when you're cutting, not so much the scissors. Okay, and that helps you with the fussy cutting. Okay, so yeah, you can really tell I love these gnomes because I don't fussy cut very often. If there's a die or a punch, I'm more likely to use that, but these gnomes are so adorable that I couldn't resist doing a little cutting. Okay. I know, we do get a bit spoiled with the dies, but you know what? As Jen said in her comments, that it's like relaxing sometimes to fussy cut. So we're just going to have a chill moment while I cut this little girl out. We can think of some names for her as I'm cutting her out. What name should we call her? Oh, see, Gail loves to do it when watching TV. There you go. So maybe I'm an anomaly. I tend not to fussy cut. I tend to avoid it at whatever cost. But these are so cute, I had to do it. Oh, okay, Leslie's like me. I'm not left-handed, but yeah, I tend to avoid it. But I think it would just look better if we fussy cut these guys out. Well, guy/girl. Maybe you don't use guy and girl when it's a gnome. I don't know what would be the right terminology. Okay, I'm well aware you're all staring at me. Oh, and I'm even off the screen. How terrible. Sorry. Let's see if I can remember to stay on the screen here, because as I'm fussy cutting, of course, I'm naturally bringing it closer to my face so that my aging eyes can see what's going on. I'm not doing such a good job when it's not as close to me. Okay, but see, for the past few lives, I haven't had to go hunting around for my glasses. I've kind of kept them nearby. I'm going to cut off the little holly on the edge of his hat. I don't think we need that. Okay. I am not doing a good fussy cutting job. Okay, but that's okay. You get the idea. So when I mail you the kits will not be pre-stamped because that's against the Stampin' Up! Rules. I guess because Stampin' Up! Wants you to purchase the stamps. So, but I will give you some scrap paper so that you can stamp your own little gnomes or whatever creatures you want to stamp. And you can die cut and fussy cut them out as you need. Okay, so here we go. Aren't they so cute? Let's glue them down. Grab my little mat. I find it handy to use the silicone mat to put the adhesive on so that it doesn't accidentally get on my grid paper and make it all sticky. Okay. So you can see that this card takes a little longer, which sometimes that is the case when we're taking it to the next level, but I think the effort is worth it. Okay, so let's finish off. Let's stamp a word here. I put in here, maybe I can use this bottom piece and I'll stamp the word. Okay. You're a friend like gnome other. And when we're taking it up a bit, sometimes if you want to invest in a punch, I would highly recommend it. It makes it quick and easy there. And we can pop that up. Okay. See, these two friends are on a little snow hill together. Okay, and we'll put that on here. Okay, and then we'll put it on the rest of the card. Okay, so this is a project out of the 4 freebie projects that I'll be giving. This is number 2, although, again, I can't resist. I feel like it needs some embellishments. So we can add these little snowflakey guys. Okay, just put a little snow there. So it's called adhesive back snowflakes. So there's these sort of pinky ones and sort of bluey ones. So we can just kind of put them on to add a little bit of extra interest to the card. Okay, so this was, oh, very good, very good. Okay, so we can name, I'm reading Barb's comments. So, Nashilda, welcome. Let's call her Nashilda. Do you have a name for that? Because Nashilda seems like a girl's name. Okay, so see, thanks guys. You're making it feel like a real party. Okay, so this was card number 1 I showed today. Card number 2, well, I did show you the cards in the kit as well. So hopefully that gets you excited about I'm glad you like it. So I hope that gets you excited about kicking off our party today and excited about taking advantage of the party perks, such as the chance to win a door prize form if you fill out the door prize form, and then you can order. If you place an order $60 or more, you will get the 4 make and take projects that I'll be showing at the party, and here's 2 of them, and you'll even get the embellishments as well. And then in addition, if you're able to place that order online, you'll also take advantage of my online ordering special. But even if you're not able to place a $60 order at this time, my way of thanking you is still, you will get, of course, you'll get a thank you card from me, but you'll also get a ticket for every $20 order for the chance to win a package of Whisper White cardstock. Okay, and depending on the number of orders, if I actually get quite a few orders, then I may be able to throw in a second drawing there too. Okay, so let me flip it around. So I guess that's everything for today. And don't forget that today's the last day for class registrations. Okay, so for October class registrations, genevieve.stampinup.net. Okay, so let me flip it around. Okay, and that way, I don't know, even though I can't see your faces, I feel like I can't say goodbye until you see my face, so it feels more official that I'm not just cutting you off. Okay, so this is our kickoff for World Card Making Day, and the party goes on until Sunday. So keep an eye on the Facebook group, and I'll also aim to post the supply list for these cards as well. Okay, so keep an eye on my Facebook group. Message me if you have any questions. If you need any help with your orders, let me know, and I'm happy to help too. So thanks for tuning in for today's kickoff, and don't forget, tomorrow night I'll be doing the mystery stamping event tomorrow night. Okay, and I'll be posting what you need to get ready tomorrow. Okay, see you guys later. Thanks for partying with me. Bye.